Okay, in this video, we are going to review courses of study. So, when thinking about courses of study, the bottom line is that the courses of study, what classes a student is taking, must include that student's current academic year through that following academic year. So, really, as an IEP team, you're predicting based on maybe what the student needs to work on in terms of graduation, what type of courses they need to take. You're predicting what they're going to take that following year. And also, courses need to be directly linked to their post secondary goal. So, for example, if a goal for a student is to be a construction worker on bridges, that's something that he wants to accomplish. A course of study for that current year or potentially that next year likely would be a math course, specifically geometry, for example. That is something that I would anticipate somebody in the construction industry might need to have knowledge of in terms of building bridges or working on bridges. Additionally, courses of study, they need to be specific. So stating elective as a course that's not compliant. So instead of just stating electives, maybe they're taking psychology or photography. You're doing your best guess as an IEP team to come up with what that specific course of study would be. You don't need to go through a bunch of the amendment process, if that course of study changes. It's really just our best guess at aligning our post-secondary goals with our courses of study, so those actual classes that a student's taking. So we're going to take a look in SpEd forms where this lives. So as we're in, this is just a fake student's SpEd form account. So as we're in that student's service plan under their IEP, we're going to go down to the various elements of the IEP, and we're going to take a look at transition services. I'm going to click on that. Here we have some goals listed for this student. So for example, this is Billy, and Billy really wants to work in graphic design after high school. So he wants to attend a post-secondary program and then begin to work in that field. So if I scroll down for the courses of study for this school year, and then I'm also projecting next school year, you can see, for example, that golden thread where that student, Billy, is going to access painting 1 and ceramics, and then in the following year, painting 2 and graphic arts. So for Billy and his high school, this is kind of that sequence that takes him through experiencing what it might be like to be a graphic designer. So he's experiencing some of those foundational elements of the arts by enrolling in those courses. There are some go-to tools on CMR in terms of courses of study. They're the exact same options that are already included in the drop-down menu on SpEd forms. So courses, and then there's a variety of drop-down options, but you'd really want to specify for your specific district what a course might be. So if you don't offer painting 1, don't say painting 1 on the courses, but specify that it might be like foundations of art, something along those lines that would tie to Billy's post-secondary goals. Okay, that wraps us up for courses of study. And we'll take a look at our next area for the remainder of this course.